गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. We were looking at that ignorant keep thinking of doing something or the other, whether it is some worldly business or it is spiritual business, but they are still doing, and therefore, depending upon what karmas they have done, they accrue heaven or hell. That was from the religious point of view, and then they come back again into the next life. But from Vedantic point of view, if you want to see, your heaven and hell are here. Your what you call, you are getting born every moment. If you, for 7 years, if you eat improper food, your body will be weaker. If for 7 years you eat, because every cell in your body is changed after 7 years, entire body. Similarly, if we keep thinking of positive thoughts, naturally our mind will also be positively oriented. If our mind is oriented towards the Brahman or the Atman, then that type of thoughts will come again and again. So choose wisely. And here it was told, but the man of knowledge destroys the sins by the merits of this world in this world. So when that wise man was a seeker before he became wise, so what was he doing? He was doing actions which will cancel or make him transcend the sins. And what is sin? Forgetfulness of your essential nature is the ultimate sin. Then that expresses as, what was the three? Delusion, the fear, out of that is the delusion. Forgetfulness of the self is the sin. It expresses as fear. Fear leads to desire, and desire leads to anger, and anger eventually leads to fall of man. So, and therefore this wise man does not give importance. As he becomes refined further and further, he stops giving value to the demerit as well as the merit, because good deeds and bad deeds both keep you in the loop of rebirth. His goal is to transcend the rebirth. You understand? Continuing, yesham dharmeshu क्या लिखा यार? येषां धर्मेषु विस्पर्धा बले बलवतामिव ते ब्राह्मणा इतः प्रेत्य स्वर्गे यान्ति प्रकाशताम्. Those who are competing in righteousness with others, such persons following the path of righteousness go to heaven, just as in this world there is competition among the strong ones to prove their strength. This is a foregone fact that everyone, if you have the Mercedes, I will also buy a Maserati, or if you have a double-story house, I will also buy a 3-story house, and it goes on like that. And if you have this type of manicured garden, I will have a manicure, even more. How much did you spend? Only 20,000 rupees. I spent 40,000 rupees. People keep competing, but whom are you competing with? You are competing with yourself only. Best competition is to compete with yourself. And what is that competition? That every night when you go to sleep, when you assess your day, have I been a better person today than I was in the morning. That is your competition. And if it comes out as, yes, there were certain shortcomings, fix them and go with clear mind, go to sleep, so that you are a better person next day. There's no end to this competition. And in that we create enemies. It takes lifetime to make a friend, but it takes one word, wrong word, and that person becomes an enemy and resentment, and you don't want to talk to them. And this way, our rule is very clear. Do not compete. If I have got one ashram, you got two ashrams. So you become more righteous or more religious. Among sannyasis also it happens. And what is that? I have given 200 lectures on Bhagavad Gita. How many have you given? Competition. हद हो गई यार शराफत की. I have taken the classes in Upanishads for 10 times. How many have taken? I have not taken, not even one. Then what are you teaching? I don't teach. Yes. Everywhere it is there. It has been inculcated us since childhood, in schools, in families. We must not compete. Instead, evolve, transform. And that is not possible by competing with someone else. I gave you the story in the second class, that those two pandits were sitting and the second one was competing, isn't it? Yeah. What did he get? Nothing. So no. Yeah, and this is what happens. The more wealth comes to you, you cannot stop. If the wealth comes, you cannot stop spending it. You will have to spend. And if you are a bit righteous, you are a good person, you conduct what you call Bhagavad Saptah, you will conduct different Ramayana and this and that, or you will organize different yajnas or yagas, etc. In that, what happens? What happens when you do that? Tell me, if you are organizing.
Comes with pride that yes, I did.
I did, and your name and fame increases. First thing, you become very popular. And whoever is popular, there are 10 people ready to pull you down. Better be unknown person. होने दो, हो रहा है तो. And a day must come in our life. A day must come in our life when we come to realize no amount of building temples, no amount of giving dhan, no amount of doing good to the society, it must be done. Dhan dharma has to be done. But it cannot lead you to liberation. When that one day, that eureka happens, then the inner journey will begin. See? But what happens, majority of the people, when I talk to also people, they want to take everyone with them. It is not possible. They want to take their wife with them. They want to take their husband with them. They want to take their children with them. It's not possible. The journey to the self-realization is by the one, in the one, for the one. It is not a collective affair, because collective is only an illusion. The ornaments are only an illusion. Gold is one. Waves are only an illusion. Water is one. So we will keep repeating it. One day it will click. And when it clicks, you will go mad. Continuing. Tasya samyak samachara mahur veda vido janaha nainam manyeta bhuyashtam bahyamabhyantaram janam. The conduct of the wise is such that even his dears and nears are distant people and they do not recognize his greatness. घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. No value. So never become too familiar to Mahatmas, to sannyasis. Never become too familiar. Keep that healthy distance so that you can keep learning. Because once you become familiar, then you will start judging, then you will start commenting, then you will start dictating, then you will start assessing that why he teaches this, he says that. Every person is even a wise man. If people saw Akkalkot Maharaj, he's a great person, he's a wise person, he knows all the knowledge and siddhis are in his hand. Being such a great person, he used to hit people. With the stick, he used to hit people. Many people used to say, hey, he is nobody. Jnaneshwar Maharaj, who understood him to be such a great person? Only when he showed one miracle, then that buffalo started chanting Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, then everyone realized he is a great person. Otherwise, people don't realize there may be someone in your house who is hidden, a gem. So never become too, because such persons, they are always aloof. They are outside, they are doing the drama, but inside they are totally aloof. They are not attached to anything, and they live a very कहते हैं क्या बोलते हैं उसको, humble life, but they don't advertise themselves too much. True people, those who are really onto this path. Because the more you advertise, you tell someone, every morning I'm getting up and chanting Trambakam Yajamahe. Acha, kitne baje uthte ho? I get up at 5 o'clock. Arey, Brahma Muhurt begins at 3:30. Ho gaya, kavada. Now, one doubt has gone into his head. Then he stops doing that also. Because I cannot get up at 3:30. People are expert. They don't do it purposely. But उनके पास मुंह है, वो बोलते हैं कुछ ना कुछ. And you, because so you have to listen to your heart, you follow that path, and you hold on. With discipline, you follow that. Yanna manyeta bhuyishtham pravrishiva trunodakam annapanam cha vipnendra tajjive nanu sanjvare. He says in the 28th verse, where there is plenty of food and water, as one sees plenty of grass and water in the rainy season, the wise man should stay in such place and sustain life. He should not torture his life through difficulties for food, water, etc. So, therefore, wise people usually keep traveling. Or if they are in the grahastha ashram, because of their sadhana, whatever is coming, they are content in that. So one must not struggle for a house. They should not struggle for food. They should not struggle for transport. They should not struggle for... No, then what should they put their efforts, if at all? In contemplation of the self. Then what about the rest? Bhagavan himself has said, I am repeating it again once before I repeat, Ananyaschindayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. If you think exclusively of me, I will take care of what you have and I will give you what you need. What else you need? What more assurance you need from the divine? So, one must not... Now, people say, Swamiji, how do you live? How do you earn? How do you pay? Since when? Since 95, I have not worked. 95. Bhagavan is taking care. Everything is going on. Whichever way it is going. But it is going on. Never one day I thought, oh, I should start driving Uber now. मेरे पास कार इंश्योरेंस के लिए पैसे नहीं है. It's a good $500-700 you can get When everyone is sleeping at night, I will take the car and go Ubering. Never that thought comes. So one should not put undue efforts in survival. See, yesterday in the previous class I was talking about going beyond the relative. The wise man goes beyond the relative. We've told there dharma, isn't it? Similarly, in Bhagavad Gita it says that at the body level, what is the opposite? Dharma means opposites. So what is the opposite at the body level? Heat and cold. At the breath level, what is the opposites that trouble you? Hunger and thirst. What are the opposites that trouble you at the mind level? Likes and dislikes, which lead to joys and sorrows. Avoid. And at the intellect level, what troubles you? Honor and dishonor, praise and insult. Then what you have to do? Sukha dukkha sume kritva, labha labho jaya jayo, tato yuddhaya yuddhasva. So remain in the center. Don't take the side of the heat. Don't react to the heat. Don't react to the cold. Don't react to hunger. Don't react to no hunger. Don't create likes. Don't create dislikes. Stand in the middle. Your mind has a natural tendency. Someone likes banana, another person doesn't like banana. What's the reason? There's no reason. You're just born like that. Huh? That here Ranja, that girl was such an ugly person. कौन सी है वो movie? Here Ranja नहीं, not Here Ranja. Oh. हाँ? किसकी थी वो अगली लड़की थी, वो राजा उसके पीछे गया था? लैला मजनू. हाँ, ऐसे कैसे बोल सकता हूँ? मजनू लैला के पीछे गया. He went after Laila. Laila was the most ugly person, but he found beauty in her. See, Ajamil in Srimad Bhagavad, Ajamil story comes. He was a Brahmin, he was a teacher, he was teaching the Vedam to all, used to cross the jungle from his village and go and teach the Vedam to other children in the Pathashala there. Every day he used to go. One day while he was going, he saw one tribal girl. And every day he wanted to see her. He will keep changing the route to see her again and again. Eventually he got married to her. And he became like her, uncultured. That story goes. So, choose, stay. If you have to make the choice, make the choice of staying in the middle, non-reactive. Yanna kathayamanasya prayachatya shivam bhayam atiriktameva kurvan sashreyanetaro janaha. The society where although this wise man is quiet, yet he is censured and condemned and insulted and never given any due respect, is an ideal place for him to live, not of other type. It is the ideal place. Don't surround yourself with people who praise you, who are sycophants. Sycophants समझ रहे हो? कड़छी, चमचा भी नहीं. हाँ? चमचा बोलते हैं ना. Don't surround people. Yes, our Trump, he's surrounded with yes people right now, making all wrong decisions. You see, our Rahul Baba, he's surrounded with yes people. Anyone goes against, he is not from Congress. So, what are we? Do we want to be surrounded by yes people, those who always look up to us, or we want to be surrounded by people who find faults in us so that we can correct ourselves, or we can get into a disposition where we are undisturbed by praise or insult. Remember, I just now told you, at the intellectual it is praise and insult. We don't get elated if someone praises us, and we don't get depressed if someone. Nowadays children, Instagram, how many ticks, how many Facebook likes. My day is very bad, only 10 likes. You, so these examples were given. We are giving examples now, but this was written when? By 5,750 years ago this was written. Because that was the time towards the end of Mahabharat war. यो वा कथयमानस्य ह्यात्मानं नानुसंज्वरेत् ब्रह्मस्वं नोपहन्यात् वा तदन्नं सम्मतं सताम्. Those people who do not torture mentally and do not become an obstacle for his spiritual practice, food from such people alone be accepted by such silent seekers of truth. So, eat sattvic. Eat from the hands of people who respect and revere. Initially, at least. Because you eat from someone who is having bad thoughts about you, and they cook and give it to you, you will have tummy problem. You will have tummy problem. So simple caution is being told that don't eat from the hands of people. If you have raised yourself to a point where you are abiding in the self, it does not matter at all. But as a seeker, it is being told here that as a seeker, you eat from sattvic people's hands. Don't eat from those who are mentally ill. From their hands also you should not eat. Those who are physically not clean, from their hands also you should not eat. Those who are continuously cribbing about the world, cribbing about the people, complaining, not one positive word to say about anything, you should not eat from the hands of such people. भक्त के हाथ से लो या अच्छे सात्विक लोगों के हाथ से लो. नित्यमज्ञातचर्या में इति मन्येत ब्राह्मणः ज्ञातीनां तु वसन्मध्ये नैव विन्देत किंचन. The wise man should think that let my spiritual practice remain hidden and unknown even to my nears and dears. He should not consider any one of them, including his body, as his essential nature. The example comes here. My grandfather, he had 7 children, huh? And when he retired from Air Force and then ONGC, other things, he used to live in the house. At that time, still how many? 3, 4 children were still to be married. They were all working, but he went and took initiation from some Mahatma in Gujarat, and then he was doing his sadhana. And he raised himself. See? And he will not talk unnecessarily to anyone. Another good example that comes to my mind is Lehdi Mahashaya. Have you heard of Lehdi Mahashaya? Lehdi Mahashaya was, you read about him in the Paramahamsa Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi. Lehdi Mahashaya, he was in the post office, he used to work, married, children, but living in the house. The moment wife and he goes to sleep, he sees wife has gone to sleep, he will get up in the corner in the room, he will sit and do his sadhana all night. See? And he gave Diksha to Yukteswar Giri Maharaj. Then Yukteswar Giri Maharaj gave Diksha to Paramahamsa Yogananda. Then Yogananda made Kriya Yoga so famous all over the world. And like that, there are many people. One more recent, he's left his body now. There used to be in Bombay one Mahatma called Belsare Maharaj. And Swamiji, when we were studying with Swamiji in ashram, he mentioned about him. So myself and 2 others, weekends no class because Swamiji used to go out to give lectures. So he used to go out, give us some task, we used to finish. Then when he heard, we went out and we went and met him. In the family, 2 children, son married, grandchildren around, And this Belsare Maharaj, he was a quiet person doing his sadhana. He has built a Hanuman temple next door to his flat, and there he does his puja. And every morning for 20-30 years, from his room, people used to come and used to tell about Jnaneshwari. Slowly, slowly, the day we went, man, at least 2-3 blocks, all the roads the volunteers have blocked. The volunteers come in the morning and they themselves put up the microphones everywhere. He has got nothing to do about it. And he gives the lecture for 1 hour. See? I'll tell you someday about how he left his body. Very fascinating. So he must not think that I have to leave the house. A wise man must not think that he should leave the house, that I have to go to the Himalayas, that I should go into the jungle. No. Wherever you are, you do your sadhana. Make that place conducive for yourself. Because that is if nature has put you in that place, that is the right place. You go there, you will be thinking about your children and family. Stay where you are, do what is required, find the time to do your practices. And why you have to find special time? While doing everything, inside you, you create that condition where you never forget him. And in this way, he should not consider any one of his relatives, including his body, as his essential nature. This is what is told. So, where should his attention be? His essential nature is Satchidanand Swarup, Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarup. He is eternal, he is unborn, he is all pervading. He is one without a second. Even if you don't see that you are like that right now, but if scriptures are saying, if Mahatmas are saying that what scriptures are saying is correct, I have realized what the scriptures are saying, then why do you doubt it? Even if you are not reached there yet, start believing. If you can believe that you are a husband, but there is nothing called husband or wife, and you have accepted, why don't you accept that you are the infinite reality? You are the Satchidanand Swarupa Tattva. If you can accept other things, why can't you accept this? Here, why it becomes difficult? You put one Jaymala, and from that moment, I am wife, I am husband. Something special happens or what after putting mala? Ko hyeva mantaratmanam brahmano mantumarhati nirlingamachalam shuddham sarvadvandva vivarjitam. The inner self which cannot be indicated, immovable, immaculate, and free from all relativity. Who can know such a self objectively? This is the main problem. Initially, we begin with objectivity. That objectivity is called karmakand. That objectivity is called upasana. That objectivity is called gyan. But we have to come to a point where all objectivity concludes. I think, therefore I am, or I am, therefore thinking happens. Which is the correct statement?
I am here, therefore thinking.
Huh?
I am here, therefore thinking.
I am, therefore thinking happens, isn't it? Not the other way. Then why are you thinking to prove that you are eternal? First accept you are that. And here the various adjectives are given, that he is, what is that? Antaratmanam, he is the self of all, and nirlingam, he is without a form, achalam, unmoving, shuddham, ever pure, sarva dvandva vivarjitam, he is beyond all the opposites. Water has got nothing to do with the opposites called ocean and wave. Really? So that means me, what about me? Yeah, you also have got nothing to do with dad and mom. If you think you are the body, then dad and mom are important. If you think yourself as the self, then nothing to do with dad and mom. Then nothing to do with hunger and thirst, nothing to do with heat and cold, nothing to do with praise and insult. All dvandva. This whole world is nothing but dvandva, means opposites. And therefore indicated immaculate and free from all relativity. Relativity means where something is created, that thing is maintained, and that eventually goes out of the creation. This phenomena where creation and destruction is continuously going on is called the relative plane of existence. And this relativity is happening because of some foundation. All the river is moving because of the foundation. What is the foundation? The river bed. Correct? All the thoughts in your mind are coming. They are like a river, flow of thoughts, one after the other. What is the foundation? Mind, isn't it? Mind also expresses as waking, dream, deep sleep. Again a flow is created. Everyday waking, everyday dream, everyday sleep. What is the foundation? You are the foundation, because you know these three fellows come and go every day, isn't it? That is the pure self. That is the one which is being indicated here. And that cannot be known by the mind. Right now, which mind is working? Waking mind is working. Does this mind work in the dream? No. Does the dream mind work in the waking mind? No. Do both of them work in the deep sleep? Khalas. So they can never come to know that which is beyond the mind. That is the pure self. You have to accept. And the tool you have is only the mind. So when I say, for example, look at that branch of a tree. On that branch, the crow, on that branch of the tree, two tiny branches are coming out. Between those two tiny branches, you can see the crescent of the moon. I have used so many words. I have used the branch, I have used the two tiny branches, I have said between the two branches, see the crescent of the moon. Now you start looking everywhere, a tree with a branch with two branches, and where's the moon? Is it going to happen? No. This is how superstitions begin. Somewhere, sometime, some cat must have crossed and something wrong must have happened. Everyone starts believing cat crossing the road means apshakun. Nothing like that. So words are only indicators. Words are, I say Nagaraj. There are so millions of Nagaraj in this world. Which Nagaraj? This example Swamiji took in when I first met him and we were going to Chardham, and one girl, Gujarati girl called Sumati was sitting in front. And Swamiji says, let's play a game. What game? He said, nothing, I'm not going to say anything. But the moment I take her name, you all laugh loudly. And he said, Sumati! And we all the brahmacharis, the whole batch was there. I didn't know what the game was. They all ha ha hoo hoo, ha ha hoo hoo. And she just, first time she heard Sumati, she just turned like this, and she was about 4 or 5 rows ahead. Turned like this, and then some quiet, then push, 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 push going on. And again in that push, push, again Sumati word was, someone said Sumati, and everyone just cracked up. And this time, very funny face. Are you talking about me? She turned around, kya ho gaya? And turned back. Nahi, kuch nahi. Nothing had happened. She turned back and she started. After another 2-3 minutes, again Sumati was told, and this time even louder one. And this time, tell me no, what are you talking about? They said nothing. Actually, nothing was being talked. And then Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati. See how we get identified. If the name is Sumati, then you get identified with what the name indicates. But she is identified, they are talking about me and laughing about me. What is going on, I want to be part of. And when not told, Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati. She stopped talking to Swamiji for the rest of the trip. Brahmacharini. See? And this is what happens in family also. What did you talk about me? You said Swamiji. What Swamiji? Huh? Don't take my name in vain. So, a wise person does not get affected by all this. All words are only indicative of something. So when we are talking about the immovable, Shuddha, Nirlinga, etc., all these are words, but they are indicating something. They are indicating the one that you actually are. Isn't it? Yon yatha santamatmanam anyatha pratipadyate kim tena nakrutam papam chorenatma paharina. He who thinks himself to be something else, although essentially divine, is sin not being committed by such a thief who has stolen away the self? You are eternal self. You are the infinite reality. And you are and you are now thinking, I am the man, I am the woman, I am a father, I am a mother, I am a daughter, I am a teacher, I am a sannyasi, I am a grahastha, I am a pujari, I am this, I am that. Are you not a thief? Is this not the sin being committed by such a thief who has stolen away the self? And what are you thinking now? You are eternal now, and you are accepting I am the man. You are eternal and you are accepting I am the jiva. You are eternal and you are accepting I am the husband or the wife. You are eternal and accepting that I am so many years old. Today is my birthday. Today is my this. Now, and so many things. Everything that you add to yourself is a shortcoming actually. It is not your true self. Your true self is Ashrantasyadanadata sammato nirupadravaha shishto na shishtavatsa syad brahmano brahmavit kavihi. A wise person, not superimposing the attributes of the not self on him, should remain effortless and by not being a problem for others, and although being recognized as a wise, should not behave as a cultured person. He should remain uncultured. अघोरी शिव जी क्यों बोला गया है? इन पुणे, just outside the Pune station, there used to be one person. Anyone you go, he used to throw stones. He used to live in the garbage heap, literally like a garbage heap, like our Gajanan Maharaj. Gajanan Maharaj is a great saint from Maharashtra in Shegaon. He also used to live in the garbage heaps. He'll eat from the garbage. He'll feed the dog and he'll eat himself. Like this Pune fellow, he was out there. And one day, one person went and said, I don't care whether you hit me, you throw garbage, you have to bless me. And he blessed. And he had a child. From that day, the whole drama changed for this fellow. Suddenly everyone came, give me blessings, give me blessings. Now he didn't throw garbage, he threw stones now. But the only way you could please him was give him Char Minar cigarette. Cigarette you have to give him. Then he'll be happy. Similarly, tum gaye na, Ram Surat Kumar, his Guru Maharaj, Ram Surat Kumar in Tiruvannamalai. He also used to Char Minar cigarettes. I met him. After our course, we were going around India. I had darshan of him. He made us wait for half an hour. And we took each, we were 6 of us, one packet Char Minar. Ourselves not smoking, we're taking. And he says, and he used to say, Father is the greatest of all. We are all his children. And he gave a 10-minute discourse. And we then, prasad karke humne Char Minar diya. He took it. Continuous smoking. Similarly, Akhandanandji Maharaj, there was one great Mahatma. He used to live on a small rock island in the Gangaji in Rishikesh. And he heard there's a great Mahatma. And he also used to throw stones if anyone comes to him. But he used to go. Went every day he used to go. And slowly the familiarity happened. And one day from far away he said, Swamiji, I am a great bhakta of yours and I want I want your Ashirwad by narrating the Srimad Bhagavatam to you. Then I will go out in the world. He stopped throwing stones. He didn't say yes or no. He stopped throwing stones. Every day, Akhandananji Maharaj was young, married, went, he used to go, he used to give, and he was very beautiful. You know, the Gita Press Srimad Bhagavatam is written by him. So he was giving discourse and he used to listen. And one day, after many months, now what happened? Akhandananji became familiar to the Mahatma. Familiarity breeds contempt. And one day one Mahatma came, and many times it has happened. Mahatmani, people came, and he used to become so angry at them, and he used to abuse them and tell them, get away from this place. I don't want you here. So now familiarity, I'm telling you what happened. Akhandananji, because he felt that he has given, Swamiji is interested in his discourses, he is also looking forward to my coming, and he is enjoying my discourse. Maybe I should tell him. And he told him, what? Swamiji, it is not good to be angry. He said, get out. He started throwing stones at him. Why are you doing this? He says, did I call you? He says, no. Did I ask you to tell me Srimad Bhagavat discourse? No. Did I ever till today, in last few months, tell you, now you go? No. You came by your free will, you went by your free will. My anger also comes by free will and goes by free will. I have got nothing to do with it. The moment he said, screamed at him. This is how Mahatmas, some Akkatkot Maharaj was also like that. So a wise person not superimposing the attributes of the not self. Not self is the body, the relations, the qualities, that you are a sadhaka or not a sadhaka, you are a sannyasi or a... See, the first rule, the first step that is given in our not Patanjali Yoga Sutra, in the Ashtanga Yoga is Yama and Niyama. Isn't it? And what is Yama Niyama? Yama Niyama is the 10 practices that you have to practice: Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, etc., etc. So, in short, Yama is living such a lifestyle where we do not disturb the world by Manasa, Vacha, Kaya, nor we get disturbed by Manasa, Vacha, Kaya of anyone in this world. And then, second stage, we live such a disciplined life that we don't become a disturbance to ourselves by our habits, by our phobias, by our habitual thinking. If at all, you have to think. And the same thing is brought about when you do Vaikhari, when you chant the Japa mantra in Vaikhari. Vaikhari means what? Loud chanting. When you do loud chanting, the Yama Niyama automatically happen. Then you are ready to go into the Madhyama. Madhyama is to conquer the dream state. Pashyanti is to conquer the deep sleep state. Vaikhari is to conquer the waking state. And what do you have to conquer in the waking state? Not disturb the world, don't get disturbed by the world. And second, don't get disturbed by yourself, by your habits, by your walking, by your speaking. Keep quiet, be very alert. Keep improving, keep evolving. And how do you evolve? Keep taking the name of the Lord with love and devotion, with discipline. And such a person, he does not, just like he was just now, he said, he gets up in the morning when everyone is sleeping, he's sitting for 1 hour and doing meditation. Nobody knows. He didn't tell you that I'm doing that. By chance he saw it. So we came to know. Like this, find time. But you think, if I don't get my sleep, how will I function tomorrow? Forget about it. You are infinite. Infinite potential you have. It will start getting invoked when you become available, when you stop having doubts about yourself that I am only this much. See? यथावान्तमशन्ति बाला नित्यमभूतये एवं ते वान्तमश्रन्ति स्ववीर्यस्योपभोजनात्. How many more verses, man? I don't know. Bhojanat. We'll look at this in our next class. Now it's going even further down. How you will explain it in the next class. Enough for today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.